Hi, my name is Dr. Lumina. Welcome to this journey through the world of influencer marketing. Today, we're diving into the topic of navigating transparency and regulation in influencer marketing. In this session, we'll explore the growing importance of transparency, the regulatory frameworks governing influencer marketing, and how brands and influencers can ensure compliance while maintaining authenticity. We'll also discuss blockchain's role in enhancing transparency and explore methods to prevent fraud. As we go along, we will touch on global regulatory variations and how ethical influencer marketing fosters long-term relationships. Let's begin. Navigating transparency and regulation. Introduction. The rise of influencer marketing has transformed how brands connect with consumers. However, this growth necessitates greater transparency and adherence to regulations. Influencer marketing is based on trust between brands, influencers, and their audience. Regulations like the FTC guidelines and GDPR are designed to safeguard consumers and ensure transparency. Understanding these regulations helps avoid legal consequences and build stronger relationships with audiences. FTC guidelines for influencer marketing. The FTC has set clear guidelines to ensure influencer marketing is transparent. Influencers must disclose any paid partnerships or material connections with brands. This disclosure should be clearly visible, typically using terms like "ad" or "sponsored." Misleading followers by not disclosing sponsored content can result in fines and damage to both the influencers and brand's reputation. Prioritizing transparency is essential to maintain credibility and avoid legal issues. GDPR compliance in influencer marketing. The GDPR imposes strict rules on personal data handling. Influencers must obtain explicit consent before collecting any personal information, such as email addresses or online behavior data. Consumers have the right to request access to their data or have it erased. Brands and influencers must store data securely and adhere to all GDPR protocols. Non-compliance can lead to significant penalties, so influencers must ensure they follow these rules to protect both their audience and brand. Importance of disclosure in influencer marketing. Disclosure is a core principle of ethical influencer marketing. The FTC requires influencers to clearly mark sponsored content to avoid misleading followers. This helps maintain trust and authenticity. For brands, proper disclosure in every campaign strengthens transparency and deepens consumer relationships. Ensuring your audience knows when content is sponsored is essential for ethical, successful marketing. How to properly disclose paid partnerships. Disclosure isn't just about legal compliance. It's about protecting your relationship with your audience. Best practices for disclosing paid partnerships include clear language such as "ad" or "sponsored." Disclosures should appear at the start of the content, not hidden at the end. Clear disclosures help followers understand when they're viewing promotional content, rather than organic posts, reinforcing transparency and trust. Blockchain's role in influencer transparency. Blockchain technology offers a promising solution to improve transparency in influencer marketing. By using blockchain, every transaction, such as payments and engagement metrics, can be recorded in an immutable ledger. This makes it easier to verify that influencers are fulfilling their agreements and ensures that metrics are authentic. Blockchain also enables automated payments via smart contracts, eliminating intermediaries and reducing fraud. This level of transparency fosters trust between brands and influencers. Benefits of blockchain in influencer campaigns. Blockchain offers several benefits for influencer marketing. It guarantees accurate engagement metrics, preventing issues like inflated follower counts from bots. It also enhances fraud prevention, as every transaction is verifiable. Furthermore, smart contracts ensure that influencers are paid promptly and fairly, streamlining the payment process. By adopting blockchain, brands can make their influencer campaigns more transparent, secure, and efficient. Identifying fake engagement and fraudulent influencers. Fake engagement, such as artificially inflated follower counts, is a major issue in influencer marketing. Brands must be vigilant in detecting fraudulent behavior. Red flags include unexplained follower spikes, low engagement despite high follower numbers, and interactions from inactive or fake accounts. There are tools available that help brands verify influencer metrics, ensuring they partner with influencers who have genuine, engaged audiences. Preventing fraud in influencer marketing campaigns. To prevent fraud, brands must thoroughly vet influencers. This includes reviewing engagement metrics and past campaigns. Influencers should be able to provide proof of authentic engagement. Using third-party platforms to monitor campaign performance can help detect anomalies like inflated metrics. These safeguards help brands ensure their marketing dollars are spent effectively and protect their reputation. Regulatory landscape for influencer marketing. Globally, influencer marketing regulations vary across regions. The FTC oversees U.S. influencer marketing, while GDPR governs personal data use in the EU. Other regions, such as China and Brazil, have their own requirements, including specific rules for disclosure and consumer protection. Brands with international reach must be aware of these differences and adapt their campaigns to comply with local laws. Impact of global regulations on influencer campaigns. Global regulations have a significant impact on influencer marketing. As regulations become stricter, brands must adjust their strategies to stay compliant. For example, brands in the EU must follow GDPR's data protection rules, while US companies need to adhere to FTC guidelines. International campaigns require careful planning to ensure compliance with each region's laws, which helps avoid legal complications. Ensuring brand compliance in influencer marketing. Brand compliance in influencer marketing goes beyond legal requirements. It involves aligning influencers with the brand's values and messaging. This starts with clear contracts outlining responsibilities, content guidelines, and required disclosures. Regular monitoring of influencer content is also essential to ensure alignment with brand and legal guidelines. By ensuring compliance, brands can mitigate risks and maintain a positive reputation. Best practices for influencer contracting and reporting. A strong influencer contract is vital for a successful partnership. It should clearly define deliverables, deadlines, compensation, and required disclosures. Influencers should also report on campaign performance, allowing brands to track progress and ensure that expectations are met. Proper contracting and reporting help prevent misunderstandings and ensure that both parties meet their obligations. Ethics in influencer marketing. Ethical influencer marketing is about honesty, transparency, and authenticity. Influencers must avoid misleading their followers with exaggerated claims. Both brands and influencers should focus on creating genuine, authentic content that resonates with the audience. Ethical marketing fosters long-term relationships and loyalty, helping both brands and influencers thrive sustainably. Promoting authenticity and trust in influencer campaigns. Authenticity is essential for building trust with audiences. Consumers seek genuine content and are quick to detect inauthentic posts. By partnering with influencers who align with their values, brands can create more meaningful, engaging campaigns. Long-term relationships with influencers are more effective than one-off collaborations, as they foster deeper trust with followers. Preparing for influencer marketing crises. Crises in influencer marketing can arise unexpectedly, whether due to an influencer's actions or a campaign backlash. Having a crisis management plan is crucial to handle these situations quickly and effectively. The plan should include clear communication strategies, including press releases and social media responses. Proactive crisis management can prevent the situation from escalating and help maintain consumer trust. Effective crisis management strategies. During a crisis, a brand should respond quickly with clear and transparent communication. Apologizing when necessary and providing solutions shows responsibility and accountability. Effective crisis management can turn a negative situation into a positive one by demonstrating that the brand values transparency and customer trust. A thoughtful response can prevent long-term damage to the brand's reputation. Navigating the future of transparent influencer marketing. The future of influencer marketing relies on trust, transparency, and ethical practices. Brands and influencers must stay informed about evolving regulations and adapt accordingly. Building long-term, authentic relationships with influencers will strengthen consumer loyalty. By prioritizing compliance, transparency, and ethical standards, the influencer marketing industry can continue to thrive. The future of transparent influencer marketing. As influencer marketing grows, brands and influencers must continue to adapt to regulatory changes. Focusing on authenticity will be key to building long-lasting relationships with consumers. By prioritizing ethical practices and compliance, influencer marketing will evolve into a trusted, impactful channel for engagement, offering a sustainable future for all stakeholders. Thank you for joining me today. The future of influencer marketing is exciting, and by maintaining transparency and ethical practices, we can continue to grow and thrive in this dynamic industry.